U.S. workers have lost $1.3 trillion in income during the pandemic, a new survey finds, and it suggests that a slow recovery to pre-pandemic employment levels for both larger cities and smaller communities alike. I am joined by Donnie Taylor Jr. at the Society for Human Resource Management. He is president and CEO of SHRM. Welcome. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you, Kara, and welcome, and thank you all. I mean, today's your big day in Connecticut, I understand, phase one of your reopening.
Absolutely, and everyone wants to know what's going to happen. That number was a little startling, $1.3 trillion. Did it shock you?
It did, because so much of the focus has been on the $2 or $3 trillion that we've spent at the federal level in terms of stimulus, and we didn't realize that the American worker was also carrying a significant burden. $1.3 trillion, which amounts generally to about $9,000 per U.S. worker, is what people have lost as a result of this pandemic.
So what everyone wants to know is, when is it going to get better? As we reopen, people are hoping the economy will bounce back. What's your thought?
Yeah. So it will, but it's going to bounce back in a different way. It won't necessarily come right back to where it was. We're mindful of the fact that we were at 3.5% unemployment, record in sort of modern history. And so now we're looking at 14.5%, and we're working really hard to get that back. But the reality is some jobs will never come back, Kara. They're going to be changed significantly. And so a big focus on people rebuilding, retooling themselves so that they can compete in the 21st century. That being said, as you pointed out early on, 90% of small cities and metropolitan markets are suggesting that 18 months from now, they still won't be at pre-pandemic employment levels. And even in your major metropolitan cities, that number only gets to 80%. So this is going to be a long haul.
For the people who are listening, who's losing the most? Is it salaried or hourly workers or everybody?
They're about split. You know, you can imagine there are more hourly employees than there are salaried employees in America. And as a result, the salaried employees in terms of are carrying the impact and in terms of there are fewer of them. But then our hourly employees, just because of the volume, are being decimated by this.
Crystal ball question, but when do you think the jobs will come back?
We think in about 2 years, we're going to see a resurgence. It's going to be about a 24-month haul, and it'll go up. We'll initially see a big spike. To your point, tomorrow, there will be more significantly better employment rates in Connecticut than there were the day before, just because you're opening. But we think there's going to be, we'll see a big jump in the beginning, a spike, and then we're going to see employers get back to what will be the new normal. We expect we'll be back to real new normal 2 years from now.
All right, 2 years. Thank you so much. And we wish everyone well as heading back to work.
That's right. And wishing you all well in Connecticut.
Thank you.